Hey everyone, it's Jason from EskimoTV.net, and today I'm going to be reviewing The Flash. If you prefer to read my review, you can go check that out over at EskimoTV.net. To set the record straight, I did not grow up watching The Flash. I have not seen the popular television series. I do, however, love The Big Bang Theory, and that's kind of what my shirt is based on. Some people think it's a Flash shirt. Bazinga is a catchphrase that's said by one of the popular characters on the show named Sheldon. And I do love that show a lot. And if you haven't seen it, I will go ahead and use my platform right now to go ahead and tell you that you should go watch it because it's funny. And now I will go ahead and dive into the review for this film. The Flash is directed by Andy Muschietti, who previously worked on It Chapter 2. The film has an impressive, unique to The Flash opening, admirable emotional arcs, comedic humor, great themes about coping with death, and a charming performance by Ezra Miller. Unfortunately, there's about a 40-minute third act that gets buried in a senseless battle involving a soulless villain and a non-suspenseful conflict regarding time traveling multiple times, repeatedly. It's not all that engaging when it's apparent how this subsidiary issue will resolve, and you simply are forced to wait for a bland, CGI-infested battle to play out. Nonetheless, there is much to cherish outside of this third act part of the film. Barry, played by Ezra Miller, travels to the past in order to change an event that led to the death of his mother, who's played by Maribel Verdú, and a wrongful murder conviction of his father, who's played by Ron Livingston. Tampering with the past results in the absence of superheroes, and now Barry will have to decide how to move forward in this alternative timeline. The extravagant action opening is nothing more than an attention getter, but it's a chance to familiarize the audience with this superhero / his unique capabilities and show off well-timed visual effects cinematography that was done beautifully by Mr. Henry Branham and score done by Benjamin Wallfish. A hospital building is collapsing with numerous babies and a nurse falling out. Barry rushes to the scene and, with time slowed down, meticulously figures out how to retrieve all the babies and the nurse without one single person getting cut with glass or building debris. Barry, I thought that seeing the need to have time slowed down in order to save so many humans allowed Mr. Barry Allen to showcase his special powers that no other hero would have been able to succeed in, and this action sequence was abundantly more interesting than that bland climactic battle towards the end of the film. I think that if in that third act they had more sequences like this, it might have been more interesting to watch, but instead it's just a bunch of fast-cutting CGI effects sequences and nothing from what we've seen before. But this opening was really special, and I was impressed with how they did it. Ezra Miller's performance is one filled with both striking emotions and wonderful comedic delivery. Regarding his mother's death, it's understandable that he, like most people, would want to go back to the past, and the film has a supernatural way of communicating. Everything, even the most difficult circumstances in life, happen for a reason. Even if we do not understand why a traumatizing event happens, there's a reason. Maybe you would have never become the most outstanding golden version of yourself without this event having caused growth, or maybe something much more worse would have happened had this event not occurred. And I found that message to be a touchy subject for maybe some people, but it was executed in a compelling fashion. Additionally, Ezra Miller is hilarious. The screenplay, written by Christopher Hodson, gives many wonderful moments for Miller to deliver a comedic line of dialogue. Most of this movie is great, but it begins to tank around that third act, and as much as I would love to give this movie a fresh grade, the fact that close to 30% of the film wasn't interesting to me, I just can't do that. However, if you do choose to see this film, there is much good that it delivers. There's much to cherish. There's cameos of several superheroes, even from past installments, that didn't do anything for me. But if you're a big fan of this DC universe, it's going to be something that may appeal to you. If that sort of thing is your cup of tea and you think you would enjoy that, I will say this is one of the better DCEU films, although that is not saying too much. If you go see this, you may end up liking it. I'm kind of on the minority on this. I am going to go with a C plus for this movie, grading wise. I think I am being maybe a little harsh on it. I kept going back and forth, giving it a fresh grade for the things I liked. But in the end, would I watch this again? Probably not. Would I be excited to maybe show some people or some friends? I mean, like, I wouldn't take the time to personally do that. If they wanted to go see it, great, but I wouldn't take time out of my day to go do that. So I'm going to go C plus on this. But once again, there is a lot of good in here. And so that's going to do it for my review of The Flash. Let me know your thoughts on the film. Did you enjoy it? A lot of people have. I don't blame you if you did, and I did like a lot of aspects of it. Comment your thoughts below. Maybe you didn't have a problem with that third act. Maybe you thought it worked. I'm curious to know all agreeable / opposing thoughts. That's why I have this platform, to hear all opinions. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, please, 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 for the YouTube algorithm, smash that like button. It'll help my video pop up higher in the search results. And if you enjoy seeing videos like this, you can consider subscribing if you want to see more videos suggested like this in your feed. And with that being said, until next time, my name is Jason Escamilla from EskimoTV.net.